go down as Rivers goes over and throws a block. And Tomlinson takes it out to the 35 before Ferguson meets him. Rivers looking all over the place and found the safety valve. Then it went over and threw a block on DJ Williams.
That'll get you loose.
That'll count as a rush for Tomlinson, but we'll wait on the flag. It gained 7.
What's the old theory? Pick out the biggest guy and go over and hit him.
He did it. You still thought I had him on the 5-year plan at North Carolina State, you know?
A lot of
like
us,
you did at Morehead.
I sure did.
Or was it 6?
No, just 5. Another year I'll graduate.
Illegal contact, defense, number 91, 5-yard penalty, first down.
You know, Rivers in 2 years as a #1 pick, not starting a game. And since 1970, here are the quarterbacks that were first rounders that did not start a game in their first 2 seasons. Rich Campbell out of Cal. Schleister, who went on to throw just 3 career touchdown passes. Kelly didn't because he was in the USFL. Dave Brown because he was backing up a guy named Sims. Pennington, and now Rivers.
He can't challenge this.
And a challenge flag has been thrown by Mike Shanahan.
Yeah, Mike Shanahan wants to challenge it. How can it be illegal contact down the field if it's a run since he lateraled the football? I would think, but you could hear one of the mics picked up. They said, you know, you can't challenge this.
Is this one of the cases, though, where you throw the flag, not because it's anything that's reviewable, but you want to get their attention?
There's no challenge on this play.
But he got their attention. That was not reviewable. Coming up, Sprint halftime, Greg Dan, Shannon, and Boomer. First half highlights, latest playoff news and information. Coming up from our guys in the studio on the Sprint halftime report. He unloaded it with pressure coming.
And you know, I'm not going to sit here today and watch this game and try to evaluate Phillip Rivers and go, oh, I didn't like this. Look, hey, it's his first real sustained action of the year. There's nerves. He doesn't get to practice with the offense during the week. This is a tough situation for a quarterback in his shoes.
Cyphers with no pressure. It's the big spiral boot, and Adams jumps away from it. Look what they're going to do to Bradley Van Pelt. They'll make him start at the 5-yard line. So they'll go to the backup quarterback on the Denver side. There he is. We'll check out Van Pelt when we come back.
المركز الرياضي برنامج يحجز لكم تذكرة شبه يومية إلى المحافل الدولية. بوابة للحوار حول الأحداث والقضايا الرياضية. خدمة إخبارية متميزة تضعكم دائما في الصفوف الأمامية. المركز الرياضي يبث من الاثنين إلى الجمعة مباشرة على الرياضية.
On behalf of the NFL officials, we wish you all Happy New Year.
Scott Green and crew, Happy New Year to all of you. Here's Bradley Van Pelt, drafted a year ago in the 7th round out of Colorado State, has never attempted an NFL pass in a regular season game. And he's not going to on his first snap. He's going to give it to Bell for a gain of about 4. Now, meeting with Bradley last night, he was certain that Coach Shanahan was not going to trim the system for him. He's going to put me out there and see what I can do. His father, Brad Van Pelt, New York Giant linebacker and a good one, and a former teammate of yours, Phil.
Yeah, you know, just talking to Bradley Van Pelt, and it is Bradley. He wanted to make sure that we called him Bradley during the game today because that's what his mother likes.
Yep.
But he just said, I want to get out there and get dirty. And that just says a lot about him, what kind of player he is.
Bell with a couple of good runs here. And this one near the first down.
He knew he might get a chance to play this week. Didn't really get increased practice time because we've talked about it. The Broncos wanted to stay sharp, and You know, he just told us a lot about him as a quarterback. He's learning in the National Football League that you just can't drop back and make plays. The players are too good. It's about being smart and making good decisions. Because at Colorado State, he did it with attitude, toughness, running, beating people up. You can't do that as a quarterback in this league.
3rd and inches. Back to Bell, and he is stuffed. It'll depend on the mark. Cesare with the first hit. It looked like maybe a favorable spot coming up from the far side. Bradley Van Pelt said when Coach Shanahan gave him a playbook for the first time, he said, "You're 3 times more accountable than any other player because you're a quarterback."
You know, they put a lot of pressure on their quarterbacks in Denver. They did when John Elway was there. I heard it many times from John Elway. Wow, you could see it in his face. We do so much each week. We learn so many new plays, new formations, and that's what this offense is about. It's extremely varied from week to week.
You'll get a chance to keep the drive going. They have the first. That's the first conversion on 3rd down today for the Broncos. Bradley Van Pelt had taken 4 snaps all year. Obviously, that's for the career. Last year, he didn't see any action, really a practice squad player. But one of the snaps this year was in a game at Kansas City when a little trickery unfolded. He lined up as a quarterback, snuck him in. They sent Plummer out as a receiver. Direct snap. Van Pelt ran it in from 6 yards out for a touchdown. Now throwing. There's his first pass, and it's broken up there by Donnie Edwards.
Well, you know, Jim, a couple things you find out as a quarterback in this league. Bradley Van Pelt had some pretty good success in the preseason, but those defenses and the players you faced there or during the preseason, it's different now. Defense, it's more complicated. They're good. They're ready for you, and it's a lot tougher.
Well, they've taken out Bell and brought in for the first time today Ron Dane, who has been a key contributor on a couple of